Hi guys, welcome to Dragon Quest 3, welcome back. We're still at the beginning of the game. We should have paid more attention to personalities of our team. So we gotta go back a save or two. Okay. Now we gotta get our team.
Healthier fruits and vegetables that last up to 5 times longer for just $24.99. It comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee. But to make this the best-tasting offer on TV, we'll give you a third bottle free. That's 3 bottles for one low price. Call or visit GetEatCleaner.com.
We can all maybe live longer, feel better. Inside his boat to overhaul USA, Jesse makes his prognosis on prime time. One small step for the man. One giant leap for free freedom.
Last 2 years that I've been on my own, it's been really challenging always to make it this meeting. But then the agency that I feel that experiment things like food, people that process food sell, food groceries and other necessities that examine. So that's always been a big smile. Thanks to Daybreak, things like that.
Cool. Hey Patty.
The FBI now arrested a South Florida man for allegedly planning to bomb the New York Stock Exchange. Agencies began investigating the suspect back in February after receiving a tip that he was storing bomb-making equipment. He then allegedly met an undercover agent and photos of the exchange, as well as explosive materials. Now, according to the affidavit, agents, the explosion would be like, quote, a small nuke went off, and that anything outside the building will be wiped out, and anything inside will be killed.
Well, then it flipped to Republicans in the House. The Associated Press projects that Republican Mick Vegas is what Alaska's only congressional district against Democrat Mary. The position once held by Vegas' grandfather. That was back in 1972. Republicans have secured the House with 219 seats so far. Still a narrow majority, and a majority Meanwhile, California is still tallying votes. Almost 500,000 ballots have not yet been counted. And officials say they might not be done processing them until after we all eat turkey and are laying around on the couch. William Lajeunesse has got the latest from Los Angeles. What are they doing there? I know it sounds like crazy stuff. That's 16 days after the election, right? The parties are still going door to door, hunting for votes. Don't believe it? Here's Nancy Pelosi's daughter this week doing just that.
My life, my love is changing. I was with my friend. I can't wait to get on the road again. I'm off to Central Valley to share ballots in California 13.
So why is this happening? Real reasons. California mails ballots to 22 million. It counts ballots that arrived 7 days after the election and rejected that. Those without signatures or envelopes or counted if the voter pressed
call from a volunteer or a paid staffer, or you might be receiving an in-person visit from someone from the campaign, from the state party, or from an outside group, because the list of voters who are receiving cure letters is publicly available within the registrar's office.
So they did that and they went through the ballot. So they goes down. Cured ballots help Democrat Derek Trent overtake Republican Michelle Steele, 30,000 outstanding, trends up by almost 400. Central Valley, Republican John Galante leads Democrat Adam Gray by 351 votes, several thousand outstanding. Elon Musk calls this process corrupt as hell. The Georgia Congresswoman claims Democrats are stealing the seat. Registrars simply say they're following the law.
The legislature decided that they were going to make sure that every voter in California who had a challenge ballot would have this 26 days to cure, which has not been the case prior to this election. And they also said that counties like myself, I cannot certify before December 3rd.
Bottom line, it takes California, the world's tech capital, 4 weeks to do what entire countries do in a few hours. Chuck? There's so many calls from places like California and others to Florida-ize their vote process. And maybe one of these days. Well, you thank you. Sacramento does. You got that. Chili?
Well, Bidenomics crushing the middle class. Take a look at the major retail earnings from this week. Sky-high prices.
Okay, here goes.
For cheaper goods. Earnings jumped just over 8%. Rival company Target dropped by 12%. There's also this high-end home store, Williams-Sonoma, gained 4.9%. Here's Charles Payne on what's causing that economic divide.
That's what the Biden-Harris administration did. They bifurcated our economy. They poured so much money into the top 20%, who are just making money over money, and go like this. Higher interest rate plus. While the average person's credit card interest rate went from 15 to 23%, $1 trillion was transferred to people who didn't need the money. This is the party that deliberately embraced the wealthiest folks on the planet and shunned who have been their core voters.
Let's bring in assistant editor for the Wall Street Journal editorial page, James Freeman, who joins me now. Good morning to you, James. So the economic argument, as far as I'm following it, goes that folks are leaving Target for staples, essentials, especially now ahead of the holiday, and moving to cheaper big box stores, most especially Walmart. Talk to us about Charles's assessment there, if you would.
Well, I think you're hearing from all the retailers that these are very
Yangus the man.
bargain-hunting shoppers, also looking for necessities. So we saw this in the exit poll 2 weeks ago. It's really astounding. 75% of voters saying that inflation will cause financial hardship in their household over the last year. Now, this is a year when a lot of officials in Washington have been showing us that inflation is essentially beating obviously the Federal Reserve now already in the rate cutting cycle. So there is certainly a lot of pain. We've seen a lot of workers during the Biden-Harris era after inflation, seeing their wages falling. So that is a big part of it. But I think there's also a story here on management. I don't think investors want to get Target completely let them off the hook and say, oh, it's all inflation. Because you see in the Walmart case, they seem to be thriving both with customers who are on food stamps and customers with over $100,000 of household income. Walmart does have an advantage here over Target because they sell more groceries than Target does, and that's one of those necessity purchases that are going to keep happening. But I think you have to give some credit to Walmart. This is
True stamina.
company that seems to be clicking on all cylinders. The CEO there is kind of inspiring for the kids.
True stamina, agility, wisdom, luck. True stamina.
And so he knows this business inside and out, and I think that's a part of the story here too, along with obviously shoppers who really have been ravaged by the inflation of this year.
Another big factor, of course, contributing to prices and the overall health of the economy is energy. President-elect Trump has said that he wants to restart.
What's that mean?
The Keystone XL pipeline, which companies are not currently working on.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Or is this more of a sort of oratorical flourish, a play for the incoming president to flag just how intently he plans to try and boost and gas over.
Yeah, the question about it may be a signal because the company that was attempting to build that is no longer trying to do so, and they've largely dismantled the work that has been done. There have also been market changes where it's now easier to get Canadian crude oil to the Pacific Coast. But I think it's just down entirely the value of the signal. I think what you're likely to see is this statement from the president earlier his administration, along with a lot of other executive orders deregulating energy and other markets. So I think it may be a signal at this point, but I think it's a meaningful one because this is really, I think, going to be a stark contrast with those opening days of the Biden-Harris administration in terms of, enabling people to drill baby drill and produce all kinds of things with less government interference.
All right, James, gotta leave it there. Thanks for taking time with us this morning. I appreciate it.
Great to you. Thanks.
You got John?
Jillian outbreaks over liberal Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg spending time and money prosecuting Daniel Petty while crime runs rampant through the rest of the city. And he is not the only progressive prosecutor facing pushback.
Daniel Petty could have ignored it, but he was someone who made a decision as a Marine to take him down and keep him from those individuals.
I try to put my arm around any vet that I can, absolutely. At New Day USA, that's what we're doing. We put our arm around the veterans. And I think of a veteran out there that needs to refi his home, or may want to purchase, and we can help them and provide that financial solution for them and their families. It's a great, rewarding feeling. Everybody in the company, they have that deference, respect, that love for the veteran that makes this company so unique. Veterans need cash. Get up to $70,000 or more with a New Day 100 VA cash out loan from India. This money-saving benefit for veterans lets you pay off high-rate credit card debt and costly car loans.
Thank you, Admiral.
Make home improvements and repairs you've been putting off.
Thank you, Admiral.
Save hundreds a month, thousands a year. Call 1-844-451-1590.
I have dry eyes, tired, itchy, burning. My symptoms got worse over time. My eye doctor explained the root was inflammation, so he prescribed Zydrac. Zydrac works differently. Zydrac targets inflammation. Over-the-counter docs don't do this. No, it paused my symptoms. But twice daily Zydrac gives me lasting relief.
Zydrac treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. Don't use it allergic to Zydrac and seek medical help if needed. The common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, blurred vision, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. Before using Zydrac, remove contact lenses and wait 15 minutes before reinsert.
Dry eye over and over. It's time for Zydrac.
The 60th anniversary has Truck with car and motorcycle comes with lights, sounds, and a huge battery. Only at SToyTruck.com with free shipping and batteries.
XCOM G7 is one of the easiest ways to take better control of your diabetes. This small wearable replaces finger sticks, lowers A1C, and is covered by Medicare.
Not managing your diabetes is really a fix. Your health for the future. The older you get, the more complications you're going to see.
I knew I couldn't ignore my diabetes anymore because it was causing my eyesight so bad.
For my patients, getting on Dexcom G7 is the biggest eye-opener they've ever had.
I couldn't believe how easy it was. The small wearable sends my glucose numbers right to my phone or my receiver. With just a glance, I can see if I'm going high, low, or steady, so I can make quick decisions in the moment.
Now I'm a superstar. My A1C is 5.7.
My A1C has never been lower.
No other CGM system is more affordable for Medicare patients than Dexcom G7. Don't wait. Call now and speak to a real person.
You okay? Yeah, I'm just tired. They changed my Medicare Advantage plan, so I've been trying to find a new one, and it's so much hard. Don't do it yourself. Call GranBlue. Yeah, GranBlue. They take your information, they do the research, they compare plans, then they recommend the plan that best meets your needs. GranBlue. Go Go Health Found Me plan with prescription drug coverage, vision care, dental care, preventative care services, plus extra benefits that cost me less than my old plan. That sounds perfect. And the service is free.
Here's how we've helped over 10 million Americans shop for the Medicare plan that's right for them. First, we listen to learn what your needs and priorities are. Then, using our proprietary plan fit technology, we compare your needs to the features and benefits of some of the top Medicare carriers in America, like Cigna Healthcare, Humana, United Healthcare, and WellCare, to find the best plan for you and your budget. Whether you're looking for a plan with prescription drug coverage, vision care, dental care, hearing care, and more, Go Health will find the plan that's right for you at a price you can afford.
I'm fine.
If you're trying to get the most bang for your buck, looking for a new plan, or new to Medicare, Go Health can help. The call is free. Our service is free. There's no risk and no obligation. Get the right Medicare Advantage plan for you at a price you can afford.
Call 800-830-0876 or go to GoHealth.com now. That's 800-830-0876 or go to GoHealth.com now. Don't do it yourself. Call Go Health.
Welcome back. I want to go ahead and welcome Sandra Smith, John Ever, the perfect gentleman and chivalrous news anchor. John, last minute, you happen to be able to step into an outstanding job as always. Welcome to the team player.
I guess we should tell folks that Sandra and Jillian were supposed to be able to this program this morning, and then Sandra ran into the problems of living on traffic in the rain.
You all with my story. What was normally an hour drive turned into 2.5, 2:40. Two accidents. The second accident, you know when you start gambling when you get close to New York City? Bailed at like 126, just above 116, off the FDR, took the local, tried to ride down Fifth Avenue, parked. It was like one of those rainy, confluence of events, rainy days in New York City that ended up in, well, disaster. John, thanks for jumping in.
No problem. Happy to do it. I'll see you at 1.
I'll see you at 1. All right, Jillian, good to be with you. This is day 18 of the Daniel Penny subway death trial. The case hinges on this video, which shows Daniel Penny holding the victim, Jordan Neely, in a chokehold on the floor of that subway car last May. Another passenger, seen here, attempting to help Penny subdue Neely, who witnesses say was acting erratic and threatening to kill people. In the newly released interrogation video from after the incident, Penny waives his rights and tells 2 detectives he never intended to do any serious harm.
She got me with the shot. I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm gonna go to prison forever. I don't care what I do. I really think I'm a crazy person. So I'm just rolling around the floor and I'm going to try to stop it with some cold cops. I'm still going to roll around so I'm crazy. And 2 other guys kind of just kind of keep them from going nuts and what happens there? But what are you doing? Staying still? Or are you kind of moving up and down? If he's moving and moving, like a little bit of people starting to move out of space. So he says, well, if I don't get this, I'm going to kill everyone. Something like that forever. Is it at that point that's when we get up and decide to put him in the hole? Right. I'm not trying to make him kill the guy. I'm just trying to make the yes.
May 2023, that CB Cotton live outside the New York State.
Oh, it's saved. It's good.
The very latest on all of this as the country continues to watch this play out. CB.
Hi, Sandra. Well, the defense took rest today after calling one of its final witnesses to the stand. So far this week, jurors have heard a defense expert testify that based on eyewitness accounts, it's likely Jordan Neely was experiencing
It's my place.
on the train last year. That forensic psychiatrist who took to the stand on Tuesday also testified that thousands of Neely's medical records showed Neely was hospitalized more than a dozen times, mostly for schizophrenia and K2 abuse. K2 is a drug 40 to 100 times stronger than marijuana. He also said Neely's medical history is one of the most severe schizophrenic cases he's worked on. The defense using this testimony to advance their case that Penny acted to protect others. The defense has also called several character witnesses to include a Marine Corps platoon leader who testified Penny had a reputation for being calm and peaceful. If Penny does not testify, his 25-minute videotaped interview with police will be the only time jurors have heard directly from the Marine veteran who did not know Neely had died when he waived his Miranda rights to speak to police right after the ordeal.
Yes, I wasn't trying to anyone, right? I'm just trying to keep him from hurting anybody else. He's threatening people.
So prosecutors rested their case after testimony from the medical examiner and Penny's former martial arts instructor and the Marine Corps. Prosecutors used that testimony to further their argument that Penny was indeed reckless and should have known with his military training when to let go. Sandra, a lot more to watch.
CB's live here in New York City for us. CB, thank you. So let's bring in Olivia Reingold from the Free Press and Paul Morrow, former MIT investigator and Fox News contributor. Day 18 of the Daniel Penny subway death trial. Paul, you've been on this since go. Your thoughts as you walked on at that video, that interrogation, and where it went?
So the cops did a good job. They did what they had to do, right? You have a dead body. You have to bring everybody in for interviews. They gave Daniel Penny a lot of good open-ended questions, allowed him to really tell his story. His story is so well told. He articulates the position so well, how much danger they felt in that car. Women and children there. The fact that he wasn't seeking confrontation. He stepped up in a justified way. I actually think that video is so good. There's a very good chance he won't even testify. I know that's a big question, because realistically, he just did. And I think that it's a very effective video tape.
I mean, you think about what we're seeing play out here with this man on the subway and this trial continuing as you see criminals running free in New York City. Olivia, you've been covering this. I mean, these are just some of the headlines in recent days. As this continues to play out, a man suspected of slashing a tourist in the face, in the neck during a random attack. Homeless man wielding an ice pick accused of shutting an elderly man to the ground. A career criminal dies after initiating shootout with an NYPD officer. And a homeless man allegedly kills 3 strangers in stabbing spree. I mean, hello? How about these criminals?
It's pretty grim. And I think what the prosecution doesn't understand, because this is a piece of evidence introduced by the prosecution, not the defense. What they don't understand is that a lot of people look at that video and they see a hero. They see someone who has intervened, despite what they say about, crime being at record lows. That is not how people feel when things like this are happening. And so a lot of people look at how Daniel Penny performed in that video and they see a hero. I mean, Paul, you and I were talking yesterday as we were covering the Lake and Riley sentencing. And we know that immigration and illegal immigrants committing crime in this country, what a huge part of this election this was. But a huge part, crime in general in this country has become. In fact, the New York Post writing this morning Bragg prosecutes Daniel Penny but allows deranged beings walking time bombs with long rap sheets to go free, causing the rest of us to live in fear of random violence. Time to seize this chance to oust him. You wonder if voters will. As the City Journal writes about the anti-crime election poll, you and I have talked a lot about this. One of the key takeaways from the 2024 election cycle may be that voters have learned a key lesson from recent history when it came to progressive policies.
For now, save my cookies.
Until the results hit them hard and fast.
Manhattan is kind of the last bastion for this, all right? All the boroughs here in New York shifted to the right in the presidential election. The message is very clear. Manhattan is kind of the last holdout, which is Bragg's bailiwick. And by the way, don't buy this idea that crime is down in Manhattan. Violent crime is up double digits under Alvin Bragg. One of Bragg's own DAs got robbed the other day in Hell's Kitchen. And let's see if they drop those charges, because of course the MO with this district attorney's office is everything gets dropped to a misdemeanor, therefore it's not bail eligible and everybody's right back out the door. You gotta watch. These charges miraculously won't be dropped. But just to put a nuance on the Penny case, let's run with something else. Penny was not arrested by the police that day. He wasn't arrested for 10 days. The cops assessed this as a good Samaritan case. They kicked it over to the district attorney's office. And then what happened was the protests happened. The political calculus was made at City Hall. They buckled and the order was made. Go arrest him.
before a grand jury. So all politics have is the last bastion for this in this city. You just got to hope at some point Congress says for
Paul keeps saying last bastion. We can put up on the screen the ousted liberal DAs so far this election cycle. Do you believe, Olivia, that this is a sign, George Gaston and others, that people have had it? I think based on how people are reacting to this case, absolutely. But I would say perhaps maybe only half of America, because the remarkable thing about this case is almost everyone I speak to has made up their mind. There are so few undecided people. It's so binary. And for half of people, they look at this and they say, we have had enough. I've been in a situation where a subway car feels unruly. I think a lot of people relate to that. But at the same time, there are half of Americans who think that Daniel Penny is a racist white vigilante. I mean, to bring it back to where we started, it played out in my decision whether or not to stay on the upper Manhattan and the Bronx and get on the subway this morning. I mean, you know, people who are trying to make it work every day, who their costs are up because there are so many, especially young women in the city, fearful of jumping on the subway. Thank you very much to both of you. Good to see you. All right, now this.
Policies are outrageous. Have gotten people killed, not only in Georgia, but around the country. And that's why people elected Donald Trump to be president.
Elected Riley's killer is getting locked up for life. Jose Ibarra here in the USA, doing a long criminal history in the U.S. and his home country. President-elect Trump and his incoming orders are insisting crimes like this will soon be a thing of the past come January. Stick with us.
What if there is an investment strategy, a product where your retirement money and investment portfolio could go up with the stock market, locking your gains, and when the market goes down, you don't lose anything? Forward with your money, never backwards. What if that investment strategy, that product actually existed? Good news, it does. If you have at least $100,000 to invest, get your investor's guide and see if it's right for you.
The Ergo Smart Base from Tempur-Pedic automatically responds to snoring, so you're not hiding under your pillow, because this system actually detects snoring, then adjusts to help reduce it. During our Black Friday event, save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets. Ah, boy. Calm, contented, all in one and done. Use the next Kickstart the all-in-one and done relief with a morning jolt of nuclear sensation. It's up. I'm the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, and this Hanukkah holiday is of urgent importance. This is our last chance to help thousands of Holocaust survivors who are suffering today.
Have you eaten this morning?
I didn't hear it, so I ate half of it yesterday, but this is what she ate in 2 days. Please pray for me.
The International Fellowship of Christians and Jews began this ministry to help elderly Jews living in horrible poverty around the world. This Hanukkah, your urgently needed gift of only $25 will help rush a food box packed full of life-saving essentials and includes everything they need to celebrate the miracle of the Hanukkah holiday.
I'm very proud to partner and align with the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews. This trusted ministry is giving Christians like me a way to bless elderly Jewish people who live in extreme poverty around the world.
I need to really accept it with gratitude because this is the only thing I will have. My brightest memories are going to my Aunt Rosa, and I remember her on Jewish holiday. They lived in I believe in God, but I sometimes feel maybe He forgot me. Perhaps you can tell my story, and I will find a matching soul that would understand my face again.
Call, scan, or go online now to help rush one survival food box to a Holocaust survivor. Your special holiday gift will provide everything they need to celebrate the miracle of Hanukkah.
Friday, the pipe is lighting up Fox Square. Join your Fox favorites
rewards as they kick off this holiday season. Don't miss our special All-American Christmas tree lighting Friday. Newsflash.
I am a wild robot.
Be the first
What? Not there yet.
to watch the Wild Robot movie act
Amazing.
from the studio that brought you How to Train Your Dragon.
Easy to swim and fly.
Swimming's easy. I can teach him the way my mom taught me.
That's drowning.
The Wild Robot. Watch now.
These days, at your local Legion, we're marching to the beat of a different drum. On a mission to support veterans, to have fun, and to welcome everyone to our ranks. You don't have to be a veteran to join the Legion. And as a member, you'll join thousands of others serving our veterans, our communities, and our country. Why not? And our member perks program will save you thousands on shopping, dining, products, and services across the country. Join us at legion.ca. With clubs, leagues, and courts in every province and territory across Canada, squash is the sport for wall-to-wall fun, fitness, and friendship. From coast to coast to coast. Learn to play, and you'll want to do it every day. Squash. Play inside the box. On February 22nd, 2024, our family and friends were given a life sentence without a chance of parole.
Jose Ibarra has completely and utterly ruined my life, and I can only hope and pray that he receives the sentence everyone says.
The person who brought joy to every Louisiana. And now that life has been extinguished forever.
Second Riley's family will deliver a final and heartbreaking plea yesterday before the judge nailed Ibarra with a life sentence, which has no chance of parole. President-elect Donald Trump reacting live to the guilty verdict, promising to ensure this never happens again under his administration. Joining us now is Trump senior advisor and attorney Alina Haza. Alina, thanks for taking time with us this morning. I want to read our viewers. I'm sure you've seen this post from the president-elect, but he writes on Truth Social yesterday, hopefully this can help bring some peace and closure to the wonderful family who fought for justice. We love you, Reagan, and our hearts will always be with you. Silence for a border and remove these criminals and guns from our country so nothing like this can happen
Nice shot.
again. What's your reaction to seeing that heartbreaking footage in the courtroom yesterday?
It was a travesty. My heart goes out to that family. As President Trump said perfectly, he will ensure, and his administration will ensure that this never happens again. Part of that was the appointment of Tom Homan, who takes this seriously, who would never allow open borders, open crimes, people that are coming from jails into our country. The left's narrative about women and protecting women, and this is a perfect example of why I think they lost. You know, we've had so much crime. We had up in the last segment the amount of crime that's happened in New York just this week, every single day. People are afraid to go into subways. These things shouldn't be the American way. That's third world country living. And America needs to put safety first, women and men first, but more importantly, our people in a secure situation so we never have a travesty like what happened to Lincoln. It was horrible. And there's no punishment, frankly, for him that will ever do justice.
It seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the heart of the president-elect's plan to remedy what we're seeing happen at the border is to focus on the mass deportation plan that he has been working on, combined with restarting to rebuild the border wall. Both things is going to need some degree of congressional buy-in in order to do you feel confident now, given the state of play of the new Congress, that he'll be able to move forward with both agendas pretty seamlessly?
I do, and I couldn't see any American that isn't behind that at this point after watching this trial, after hearing story after story after story. But listen, borders work. We're not saying you can't come in, but you got to come in through the door. And that's the reality of the situation. President Trump knows that they are most certainly not going to walk themselves out of our country. So we have to clean up the mess, frankly, that the Biden-Harris administration created. The open borders was a crisis. We have a real crisis on our hands, and we have crime as a result of it, and deaths, innocent people like Lincoln. So I can't see how Congress wouldn't be behind it. I think this is going to be an easy lift, and then President Trump's going to get to work and clean it up.
Real quick, as the president-elect is filling out his cabinet to near completion at this point, it's all happening very quickly. As you know, he's facing a lot of pushback from Democrats, including some Republicans on some of his nominees. How do you think this is going to play out over on Capitol Hill?
I think this is a normal process. There's never going to be an appointment where somebody doesn't have something to say. I think at the end of the day, when they speak to President Trump, and President Trump is not shy to voice his opinions as to why he's chosen people, all of the people that he has picked from transition, all the people that he has put in is for a purpose, a reason, and has been calculated and decided with a lot of methodical teamwork, et cetera, and they will get behind it. We need strong America First people in the administration. We cannot have people weak at the knees, and President Trump is picking every single person for the sole purpose of cleaning up a mess very quickly, because he's only got 4 years to do it, and he will do it with his team.
All right, Alina, thanks for taking the time. SaGa?
Thank you.
DHS Secretary Mayorkas and FBI Director Ray postponed indefinitely. Senators say they're refusing to give public testimony. Their silence comes amid a wave of criticism in light of recent migrant crimes.
What do we want more of? More laughs, more hangouts. Yeah, more of all this stuff. But getting older also means more risk of serious flu, COVID-19, and RSV. Vaccines lower your risk, so you can keep doing it.
Justin was always himself, and just the best person I've ever known. He loved to play with his kids. He was the fun guy.
On October 12, 2022, Lieutenant Dustin DeMonte and Sergeant Alex Hamzy responded to a domestic violence incident. Upon arrival, they were ambushed and shot, killed in the line of duty. I'll never forget Dustin. He was always there for you. We needed him. Very family. And so I would always invite me to parties. We would always hang out. I remember getting a call. Don't let it happen. The reality sets in. Oh my God, they're thinking this. What are we going to do? We got to help them.
We always thought we would see him until the day when he said goodbye, gave a kiss. We never got to see him again. Frank from Tunnel to Towers reached out to us within a couple of days of everything happening. He just said, "Don't worry, we will take care of you." A few days before Christmas, Frank came over, presented me with a notice that my mortgage was being paid off. Having my mortgage paid off takes away our biggest bill, and this huge burden lifted off my shoulders. You know, they say it's a blue family. They have become my family. The Tunnel to Towers community, they offer so much support, and being around people that can relate to you, that you can relate to, just means the world. Americans should towers so that families like mine can continue to be helped, and so that they can honor men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice, like your husband.
Go to T2T.org.
It's time to feed the dogs real food in the right amount. A healthy weight can help dogs live a longer, happier life. The Farmer's Dog makes weight management easy with fresh food pre-portioned for your dog's needs. It's an idea whose time has come.
Do you have a life insurance policy you no longer need? Now you can sell your policy, even a term policy, for immediate cash payment.
We thought we had planned carefully for our retirement.
But we quickly realized we needed a way to supplement our income.
If you have $100,000 or more of life insurance, you may qualify to sell your policy. Don't cancel or let your policy lapse without finding out what it's worth. Visit CoventryDirect.com to find out if your policy qualifies. Or call 1-800-515-4100. Coventry Direct, redefining insurance.
When you're looking for answers, it's good to have help. Because the right information at the right time may make all the difference. At Humana, we know that's especially true when you're looking for a Medicare supplement insurance plan. That's why we're offering 7 things every Medicare supplement should have. It's yours free, just for calling the number on your screen. And when you call, a knowledgeable licensed agent producer can answer any questions you have and help you choose the plan that's right for you. The call is free and there's no obligation. You see, Medicare covers only about 80% of your Part B medical expenses. The rest is up to you. That's why so many people purchase Medicare supplement insurance plans, like those offered by Humana. They're designed to help you save money and pay some of the costs Medicare doesn't. Depending on the Medicare supplement plan you select, you can have no deductibles or co-payments for doctor visits, hospital stays, emergency care, and more. You can keep the doctors you have now, ones you know and trust, with no referrals needed. Plus, you can get medical care anywhere in the country, even when you're traveling. With Humana, you get a competitive monthly premium and personalized service from a healthcare partner working to make healthcare simpler and easier for you. You can choose from a wide range of standardized plans. Each one is designed to work seamlessly with Medicare and help save you money. So how do you find the plan that's right for you? One that fits your needs and your budget. Call Humana now, the number on your screen, for this free guide. It's just one of the ways that Humana is making healthcare simpler. And when you call, a knowledgeable licensed agent producer can answer any questions you have and help you choose the plan that's right for you. The call is free and there's no obligation. You know Medicare won't cover all your medical costs, so call now and see why a Medicare supplement plan from a company like Humana just might be the answer.
A judge ruling Brian Koberger, the man accused of brutally murdering 4 University of Idaho students, can face the death penalty if he is convicted. Dan Springer has got the latest on this case for us right now. Dan?
Dan, Sandra, this ruling, which came down late yesterday afternoon, was expected. That Brian Koberger's defense team trying to make the argument that Idaho's death penalty law is unconstitutional, and according to the new judge on his case, Stephen Hitler, they failed. Koberger filed 12 motions to have the death penalty removed as an option at sentencing. If there was a conviction, the judge shot down every single one. Among the arguments made, that death by lethal injection or by firing squad, which is an option in Idaho as a backup, violates the U.S. Constitution as cruel and unusual punishment. Well, Judge Hitler wrote, quote, to strike a method of execution as unduly painful under the 8th Amendment, defendant must come forward with an alternative method. He has not done so, thus foreclosing his claim.
Oh, shit.
There took place in 2012. Now, with this ruling, Koberger is convicted at his trial, which starts in August. He could be sentenced to death. We have not heard from the families of all 4 of the murder victims, but the parents of Kaylee Gonzalez have been the most vocal, and they released a statement reading in part, when we heard of the motions being denied in regards to the death penalty, we were overjoyed. Justice is moving forward, and one day, in the not-so-distant future, hopefully it will be served. This case is set to have another trial, another hearing in late January on motions to have the challenge to the search warrants in hopes of getting all the evidence against him thrown out. Another long shot. Sandra?
Keep watching that. Dan Springer live out of Seattle for us. Dan, thank you.
We've been called election deniers, racists, conspiracy theorists, liars. Did I leave anything out? We, the people of Bucks County, are fed up. Yes, you're hearing us loud and clear. These are elected officials who openly and blatantly admitted to disobeying the law. How can we ever have faith in their ability to uphold the law again? The answer is, we cannot. And they must resign immediately.
I've got to tell you, standing here today, looking at all these papers and looking at how many people came out, something's wrong with the way we're conducting elections in this county.
Name calling an outrage in Pennsylvania, enraged voters there at a wild meeting in Bucks County, voicing their anger, condemning Democrat election officials who voted to count illegal ballots in the state's hotly contested Senate race. Welcome to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. I'm Sandy Smith, and Bill and Dana have the day off. Really great to be with you.
It's great to be with you, Sandra. We're very happy that you made it all in one.
Every morning's about
I'm Julie Turner. So the Pennsylvania recount is moving ahead, moving forward. Republican David McCormick is maintaining his lead. Incumbent Democrat Bob Casey not conceding just yet. And with that recount underway, Bucks County officials say they will now comply with the state Supreme Court order to throw out illegal ballots. This after a county commissioner said this a few days ago. Listen.
I think we all know that precedent by a court doesn't matter anymore in this country, and people violate laws anytime they want. So for me, if I violate this law, it's because I want a court to pay attention to it. And there is nothing more important than counting votes.
Nate Boy has more out of our newsroom on that.
Hey, Sandra, Bucks County Commissioner Diane Ellis Marseglia apologized yesterday. She claimed the comments that you just heard were taken out of context and that she meant to refer to provisional ballots rather than the mail-in ballots that the state Supreme Court already ruled on.
It was genuinely not the best words. I would do it all again. I feel terrible about it. I should have been more clear. I will be more clear in the future.
But Bucks County residents heard the commissioner say that she would break state law and count ineligible votes. Then when she tried connecting her comments to abortion rights, the crowd was not having it.
When I inartfully spoke and used the word precedent when I was talking about provisional ballots, I was referring to the United States Supreme Court and the precedent that has been lost on many issues, including Roe versus Wade.
Those pleas were only the beginning. At yesterday's meeting, people accused their commissioners of cheating in the election and targeting conservatives. One man even referenced President Biden's comment calling Trump supporters garbage. Listen to this.
Do you need to resign today? You need to be fired. We are your boss. You are a stain on this country. The world is watching.
Compared to all of you, being called garbage doesn't seem to be so bad.
Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, city commissioners said they would follow, but disagreed with the state Supreme Court ruling to only count mail-in ballots that are dated correctly.
We know mail ballots that we get in time, and we know the mail ballots that we don't get in time. And therefore, I believe, in my opinion, that ballot should count.
Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro reminded all election officials this week to follow state law. While 3 counties have already finished their recount, Senator-elect Dave McCormick and Senator Bob Casey each gained a single vote. Some counties are still completing their initial count because of legal challenges to provisional ballots. Senator Casey is asking for more than 1,200 ballots to count across 9 different lawsuits, while McCormick wants thousands of votes removed from the count, but that still hasn't been ruled on by Pennsylvania court.
Wow, that is a lot. Nate Boy, thank you. Jillian.
Quite a story. Joining us for more is Bucks County Republican Committee Chair Pat Pomfret. Pat, thanks so much for taking time with us today. Let's play a quick clip, a little bit more of what Commissioner Marseglia said in that apology. I'll get your reaction.
Last Thursday, when I spoke at the meeting that you're all here about, the passion in my heart got the best of me, and I apologize again for that.
Do you think it was passion in her heart that also led her, Pat, to say that court orders in America are meaningless?
I can't really speak for her intent. I only know that what she said was so offensive to so many of us. Absolutely, you have to follow the law in this country, even if you don't like it. And that was her premise. If she didn't like it, therefore she would not follow it. So her apology was accepted by the people, but not believe that the sincerity was there.
Do you really think the apology was accepted?
Some people definitely did. Some people even mentioned it. Some people said that. But for the most part, the majority just felt that this was a way to try to calm down the masses, because there were a lot of people. There was an overflow room packed. The room that you could see on the camera was packed. There was a lot of people who were uncomfortable.
Oh, shit.
Take a listen to this. Meanwhile, this is some pushback from the other side. Democrat Josh Shapiro weighing in on everything that just went down.
I would note, by the way, that Dave McCormick, when he was a failed candidate for Senate 2 years ago, also chose not to waive the recount in that race. That will continue to play out. And the most important thing is that the will of the people be respected, that all the votes are counted, and that ultimately a winner is determined based on the will of the people.
What's your reaction specifically, Pat, to his comment that Dave McCormick's campaign team last time around made the same exact decision that Senator Casey's team is making?
That's not my understanding. I was told they did not. So I don't know where he's getting that. I don't recall a recount. The state mandates it, but the candidate may say no. I heard people say that he did not do that, so I'd have to check further. That's the first I'm hearing the governor say anything about it. He was very late to weigh in on this thing anyway. He waited until the Supremes came with their second ruling to say, oh yes, you have to follow the law.
What would you like to see the governor do or say now to try and, I don't know, if it's possible to sort of smooth over the situation now? A lot of damage has already been done, but, presumably we'll get the results of the recount soon, and this will be put to bed. What would you like to hear him say?
I wish he said earlier that he supports the Supremes. Everyone knows the law is the law. And when they first did this, these 4 counties, his comment was, well, they're damn if they do and they're damn if they don't. Then after the hoopla and the Supremes came out again, he then became on the side of the law. And that's what I'd like him to do. Be with the law, not discipline.
Here's an editorial quote from the National Review. They say today Bob Casey Jr. remains in the race and now stakes his hopes on a statewide recount likely to put fewer than 100 votes, if that, from one column to another. In doing so, he's humiliating his own party by shamelessly inverting and thereby vitiating arguments they've lost against others who refuse to accept legitimate electoral outcomes. Do you agree with that?
Well, to some degree, this is a large number we're talking about. It's up to, I think, 17,000 or something, the last I heard. That's very difficult to get on the recount, and I think people have seen this in the past. On the recounts that have occurred, it's diminished change, and it's not, to my understanding, changed any election ever. So therefore, it's almost like a stop beating a dead horse here. At some point, they have to say, okay, I lost, let's move on. And he has not done that yet.
Yeah, we've had other Republican electoral analysis on who say even if every single one of those 16 or 17,000 votes actually went to Senator Casey, he still wouldn't come out on top, so it all doesn't matter anyway. Pat, we got a little bit there, but great to hear from you today. Thank you for taking time with us.
My pleasure, glad to be with you.
All right, so President Biden facing new scrutiny for hiding and largely avoiding the media as he approaches the end of his term. Alexandria Hoff is live in the White House. She's got the latest on what we are seeing and hearing, or not hearing, I suppose. Alex? Yeah, not hearing and not seeing. President Biden had no public events on his schedule yesterday, but he ended up holding a private ceremony to bestow the Presidential Medal of Freedom to a pro-abortion activist. The press didn't find out that had happened until after it had happened. Now, Cecil Richards, who was a recipient there, she's a longtime president of Planned Parenthood. Fox News reached out to see if perhaps the event was private because of Richards' health. No response to that yet. Richards is suffering from the same kind of brain tumor that took the life of the president's son, Beau Biden. Nevertheless, bestowing the highest civilian honor to Richards angered and saddened many in the pro-life community. And as that was happening, pollster Nate Silver, he was responding to a Washington Post article yesterday, and he wrote calling on President Biden to resign. He wrote this: is there any particular reason to assume Biden is competent to be president right now? It's a very difficult job. It's a dangerous world. It's extremely high-stakes decisions in Ukraine. He should resign and let Harris serve out the last 2 months. Now, as you can hear there, by the end of President Biden's final G20 summit in Brazil, reporters were fleeing for him to stop and talk to the press. He has stopped really even glancing in reporters' direction as of recently, and some even held up signs out there hoping he would read them and respond. Now, reaching Vice President Harris right now would require a 4,700-mile trip. She arrived in Hawaii on Tuesday for a personal vacation with Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff. Harris has been largely out of sight since her election loss 2 weeks ago. Now, the president, he is in the House today. He will be holding an event that will be with the Boston Celtics following their championship win. All right, we will be watching for all of that. Alexandria Hoff at the White House, thank you.
He made the choice to take away his life and destroy ours. He showed no mercy on Lake and Rich with begging for her life.
I plead with this court to protect the world from this truly evil person by sentencing him to prison for life.
Plus, the family of Lincoln Riley pleading for her killer to get life behind bars yesterday, which he did. This is outrage and building out against the DA to use the death penalty as an option in this case. Also, tracking this has rushed across a new red line with its latest attack on Ukraine, what it could mean for the ongoing war. And this, the leaders of DOGE are laying out the cost-cutting plan for the government. How much will they actually be able to save?
Elon and I, we're not politicians, we're businessmen. We're not going in as government bureaucrats or even employees. We're outside volunteers. And perhaps most importantly, we have set a finite expiry date on this project. We don't want Doge to exist forever.
Veteran homeowners. Car payments are getting out of control. Get a new Day 100 VA cash out loan at lower mortgage rates to pay off those high rate car loans.
Call 1-888-928-2079.
Still congested?
No.
New Mucinex 2-in-1 saline basal spray.
Spray the buy.
New Mucinex 2-in-1 saline basal spray. With a gentle mist and innovative power jet, spray goodbye to congestion. It's comeback season. Who am I? Hi, I'm Phil Sims. I was fortunate enough to play pro football for 15 years, won 2 championships. So I've been taking Balance of Nature for over 2 years. And all I can say about it is, I'm very happy about it. I feel great because I know it works. I believe in the product tremendously. I take it every single day. When I was playing pro football, I wish I knew and had a product around me like Balance of Nature. Here's some ingredients and fruits. Tomato, papaya, apple, wild blueberry, orange, cherry. One of the ingredients right here in veggies: broccoli, spinach, onions. I love onions. We got garlic, carrots, kale. Nothing artificial, just whole fruits and vegetable ingredients. What Balance of Nature does for me, it makes me feel confident that I'm doing the right thing to live a better life.
Get 50% off your first set as a preferred customer with free shipping and our money-back guarantee.
Use discount code SIMS. I'm Jonathan Ross, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn Program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month. I'm 65 and take medications. What's my price? Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Penn Program. Options start at $9.95 a month. No medical exam, no health question. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate. So your rate can never go up for any reason. So call now for free information. And you'll also get this free beneficiary plan. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-700-2020 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-700-2020. Don't wait. 1-800-700-2020. Call now.
I can open the garage. The sandbed entourage. Protect them from the rain. My garage. I can close it while I'm hiking. If my home just had a breeze. The online store that was just reached has my payment info. And during the holidays, think of all the places that can expose your info. Lifelong monitors millions of data points for identity. There's a problem. We fix it, guaranteed.
Or a PG's prescription for a burger.
We can all make your big man go better.
Inside his lane to overhaul USA. Jesse makes his prognosis all the time.
Welcome back to the talk show. My next guest is Cook. On it out.
Ever since I downloaded the free STV app, I can't stop watching it. All my favorite tips, all for free.
Do you season it?
Baldurs Entertainment. All in a free meal. Download the free TV app now.
Camera one.
With clubs, leagues, and courts in every province and territory across Canada, squash is the sport for wall-to-wall fun, fitness, and friendship. From coast to coast to coast. Learn to play, and you'll want to do it every day. Squash. Play inside the box.
My family came to Canada because the situation in our country wasn't the safest. I had trouble getting in, and the language is very hard. Therefore, making friends was also very hard. The program helped me a lot because I met other kids who were going through the same struggles as me. So I was able to relate and find somewhere where I could fit in. Thanks to your support of United Way, I'm able to achieve my dreams and become a doctor in the future.
The International Criminal Court issuing arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his former defense minister Yoav Gallant. The court is accusing the two of crimes against humanity and war crimes for their roles in the conflict in Gaza. The ICC also issued a warrant for a Hamas military chief Israel claims to have killed earlier this year. Neither Israel nor the U.S. recognize the jurisdiction of the ICC, which doesn't have its own police to enforce the warrants. Jillian?
Thursday, Ukraine's Air Force now claiming Russia launched an intercontinental ballistic missile this morning, known as the ICBM. It would be the first time that weapon has been used in this war. The Kremlin is not offering a comment today. Trey is on the ground in Kyiv with all the details. Hi, Trey.
Jillian, good morning. Ukrainian officials say overnight Russia launched an intercontinental ballistic missile into Ukraine, targeting the city of Dnipro. Now, if confirmed, this would be the largest weapon used against Ukraine since the war began in February of 2022. And it also raises questions about the message Russia is looking to send, given that ICBMs can carry nuclear weapons. Now, Western officials did tell Reuters they do not believe this was an ICBM. They say it was a ballistic missile. The Ukrainians have yet to update their comment. The Russians have also not publicly commented on the strike that injured 2 people or an additional 7 hypersonic cruise missiles they fired into Ukraine. The escalation comes as Ukrainian forces are now targeting deeper into Russia using U.S. and British-supplied long-range missiles, while overnight the Biden administration approved the transfer of anti-personnel mines to Ukraine. These moves are seen by the Russians as crossing a red line, prompting officials here in Kyiv to brace for an increase in missile and drone attacks. Fox News visited a civilian emergency response center to see how the Ukrainian capital is preparing for those attacks. The city's mayor, Vitaly Klitschko, says their defense around Kyiv is still working well, but that Ukraine is fighting for its survival. Almost 3 years later, more than 1,000 days into this conflict and invasion, how would you describe the current state?
It's difficult to explain this. I have a feeling it's one long day. We fighting to survive, and we fighting for our future to be part of the European Union, to be part of the democratic world. And it's difficult times because we do everything to be strong. Because Russians pay attention just for strong position.
Today was the first snowfall of the winter in the Ukrainian capital, and it's a reminder of how difficult this winter will be for Ukrainian civilians as the Russians continue to target this country's power grid. June?
All right, Trey, thank you for us. Thank you.
We are going to take aim at the overgrown fourth branch of government and finally restore self-governance in America again. Take care of massive cost overruns, massive federal spending, in a way that's really never happened in our generation.
Vivek Ramaswamy casting the Department of Government Efficiency as a historic opportunity as he and Elon Musk publishing their plan in the Wall Street Journal op-ed to reform the federal government. One of DOJ's first steps could be calling for an end to remote work across all agencies. Lou Bassanese is president of MDB Capital and chief market strategist. I feel like everybody's so into this. Like, what are they going to do? And how much change are they really bringing?
Yeah, I love this on so many levels because everyone thought they were going to be all show and no go, and then they just laid out a very
concrete plan. More importantly, they laid out the precedent for them to act and the areas that they're going to act in. And I think, for more than anything, if there's two people that know how to fire and cut, it's Trump and Elon. He's done it at X. But then if we look at this, there's a lot of areas. I liken it to when Giuliani took over in '93 and was tough on crime. If you're tough on bureaucracy, there's a lot of ways that they can cut, maybe 500 million plus immediately, which I think is a big ask.
I want to put up on the screen, by the way, obviously following Supreme Court's guidance as the headline reads in the Wall Street Journal, will reverse a decades-long executive power grabs as Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. What are they talking about? Cutting federal government down to size, pursuing several major reforms, including administrative reductions, cost savings. I mean, people are listening when you start talking about this. They're talking about driving change through executive action based on existing legislation. Their top goal is to eliminate the need for its existence by July 4th, 2026. This is a huge task. Can they do it?
I think they can do it, and this is what I love. They set a deadline, right? The government is full of professional procrastinators that kick the can down the road. Businessmen know, and businesswomen know. If I've got to do something new, I've got to afford it and make changes and pivot. I think they've set themselves up for success. Now they have to deliver. I think there's plenty of opportunity. But again, the results always speak more than the words.
Elon Musk keeps talking about not only the size of government and the number of federal employees, but he also points out all these empty buildings in Washington, D.C. Where are all these people? So this is also part of the quote about ending remote work to cut costs. Requiring federal employees to come to the office 5 days a week results in a wave of voluntary terminations that we welcome. The federal employees don't want to show up. American taxpayers should pay them for the COVID-era privilege of staying home. I mean, this would be massive change. There are a lot of office buildings in D.C.
Massive change, but it restores the employer-employee relationship, right? A job is a right that we get, and the employer gives it to us. But I think what we have to focus on, there's going to be a lot of government jobs that are cut. These people are going to be promoted onto much better opportunities in the private sector. This is an area that moves and innovates and grows much faster. You're going to make more money in the private sector than working for government. A slow-moving beast that is just bloated and overused.
All right, take on the criticism, though, because here's what Senator Elizabeth Warren is saying, for example.
Why is government efficiency a bad thing?
Look, he's talking about doing $2 trillion cuts, financing other things like taking away people's Social Security in order to be able to do more giveaways for billionaires.
So, where do you propose the cuts start?
Well, I propose that billionaires give back the money that they are now taking in giant tax cuts.
So her take is that we should start with cutting Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, taking some from their wallets.
She's the prime example why we need to teach financial literacy in high school. Like, she just is out of touch with what real finance and economics is about. Taking back from the billionaires, I mean, the top 1% pay over 50% of the taxes in the country. That whole idea of paying your fair share, the way to balance the budget is not to take money back from those in an equitable and fair way, but to eliminate the largesse in government, to allow the economy to grow and balance the budget.
And by the way, that message did not work during the last campaign cycle. Real quick final thought is he's possibly eyeing a crypto czar. He's been really into this, and it's been popular with a lot of the younger voters.
Yeah, I'm slowly coming over to the camp of believing that this is going to be a thing in his administration, right? It's a big change in campaign promises to get a bully off like Harrison Tucker did, and then to actually put policies in place.
You're into it.
I'm into it. I have a speculation in crypto, but I think this now proves it's going to be somewhat of a priority for the administration. Where previously, I didn't think it was.
It's a hot topic for a lot of people, and they're really interested to see where he goes with this. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
All right.
Legal criminal aliens has decreased 74%. And for any governor or a mayor who doesn't want public safety threats taken out of their communities, you should resign your office, because your number one responsibility is to protect those communities.
That's incoming Borders are Tom Homan sending a stark warning to politicians in sanctuary cities who say they will continue to refuse to comply with deportation efforts during President Trump's second term. Plus this, ICE agents arrested 3 illegal migrants in Massachusetts. 2 of them are now charged with raping children. 1 convicted already of committing the same crime in Brazil. The governor's response for you point up.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin night and day. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. But now I have ReVoke. RePhantazio is a once daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some taking RePhantazio felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
RePhantazio can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CD event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, had B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or clotting. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your dermatologist about RePhantazio.
Learn how happy you know is that.
Hi, my name is Daybreak. And if you have both Medicare and Medicaid, I have some really encouraging news that you'll definitely want to hear. Depending on the plans available in your area, you may be eligible to get extra benefits for the Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan. Most plans include the Humana Healthy Options Allowance, a monthly allowance to help pay for eligible groceries, utilities, rent, and over-the-counter items like vitamins, pain relievers, first aid supplies, and more. The Healthy Options Allowance is loaded onto a prepaid card each month, and whatever you don't spend carries over from each month. You can pay nothing for covered prescriptions all year long, even new brand drugs. All plans have $0 co-pays for covered preventive dental services, which include 2 free cleanings a year, as well as fillings. They may also have vision coverage, including vision exams, and a yearly allowance towards eyewear, such as lenses or contacts. Even hearing coverage, which includes routine hearing exams and coverage towards hearing aids. You'll even have a $0 copay for routine vaccines and telehealth visits. Plus, your doctor, hospital, and pharmacy may already be part of our large Humana network. So call the number on your screen now to speak with the licensed Humana sales agent. Wouldn't you love benefits like a monthly allowance to help pay for eligible groceries, utilities, rent, and over-the-counter items? So if you have Medicare and Medicaid, call
Let's save it.
now and speak with a licensed Humana sales agent. If you're eligible, they can even help enroll you over the phone in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan. And remember, annual enrollment ends on December 7th. So call now. Humana, a more human way to help you.
Excellent. We'll catch you guys on the next one, alright? Peace.
Doing things the hard way, like doing their finances with a spreadsheet instead of using Quicken. Quicken pulls all your financial info together in one place and updates it automatically. How easy is that?